In today's video, I want to talk to you about my tent, the MSR Elixir 2. And the 2 is for 2 people. No, it's not the second generation, it's for 2 people. And yes, I did set up into my loft. Not because I don't want to set this up outside. Actually, it's, no, I don't want to go outside. It's just snowy, sludgy, and nah, not today. But I did test it in extreme condition. I come back from an expedition in Iceland with my bike. We did all the tour of Iceland on bicycle and sleep every single night except one in the tent with snow, no snow, wind, rain, and very cold. So I did like it. It's an amazing tent. And the first reason for this is because it's very easy to set up. What you see right now is, well, the tent. The only thing that is missing is some pick over here to tighten it for the storage area. And on the other side here, so we've got the rain cover. And the reason why it's so easy to set up, if I just remove it, it's because of this pole and hook system. So basically you have 2 poles that you, oh, by the way, this is included. You have a bash that you can, a tarp that you can put on the ground, and you put the pole into those holes to build the structure that you see right now. So you put the tent and the tarp on the ground, you put the pole, and then instead of passing those poles into the fabric of the tent, all you need to do when it's not built up like that, you see how you disassemble it. So you have, I think, 8 hooks like that, and all you need to do is that. And that's it. You can build it up very, very quickly. And then you just put the rain cover over it and tie it over here. That's a very quick demo. But yeah, very, very fast to set up. Then system of clip, yeah. Wind resistance. It's amazing. Really, if it survived to Iceland, it probably can survive to anywhere in the world. That was very windy. Some of the night, that was just incredible. The tent was shaking. At some point, I asked myself, will it survive? Because it was really extreme. We surely had wind over 80 kilometers per hour in the night, surely, and long-lasting one. that was incredible, and it resisted. So, yeah, I don't think it even come close to fall down or anything at any point. That was just mind-blowing. Then the water resistance, amazing. Absolutely amazing. This rain cover never let a single drop go inside. Neither from the bottom. There was a night. Well, that's a down point about the water resistance. Let's remove this. When it's set up, it's totally water resistant. But when you build it up, you can imagine that before you put that, you have to put your tent on the ground, set up the architecture of the tent, and then place the hook, and then you bring this part. But before you bring that part, if it rain it rained inside. There was one night that I remember that, yeah, it was very wet inside. Fortunately, it can dry quickly, but it will dry when it will stop raining. And you got a lot of hair that can pass into the tent. But I don't think that even at this point, because the ground was really, really wet, we were walking on it and, you know. But I don't think the water came from the tarp and the floor of the tent. It was just because it was raining when I did set up the tent. But apart from that, never a single drop of water passed through the rain cover. My adventure partner had his tent from a previous adventure that did last 6 months in Australia. And at that point, when we had heavy rain, there was some drop of water that was passing through. But still, his tent probably did over 200 nights. So I think he got enough from his money he paid for. Probably we'll switch tent for the next one. Or maybe you can just change the rain cover. Anyway, yeah, it dried quickly. Thing is, there's a lot of place to air circulation. You see on the side here, we've got an opening right there. It's you see, you can use it like that. And when you set it up, you create that opening over here. Then when you are inside, there we are. You got a lot of place for air. This is the storing area. There will still remain a bit of place for air passing at the bottom. And because there's a lot of air that passed through, well, you got something that can dry quickly. What was my next point? I need my list. Compartment. Yeah, amazing. And actually, I just realized really that there's some compartment that I did not see. But you've got 2 huge compartments on the front and on the back that are big enough to put, well, what I was putting in there was my socks, my glove, the things that I want to make dry. I was just set them right there, like that. And what I've just realized is that you have 2 over there. I don't think I ever use it, but yeah, you can set some stuff over here. Apart from that, I've set some carabiners over there. That's so comfortable. So you can make dry some other things. So the storage area is absolutely amazing. And then air circulation. And yeah, that was the good stuff. Was there any other good stuff? Well, storing area. No, that's not it. Storing area. You got all of those place. When it's fully set up, you've got enough place to put stuff on the outside here. But you also have another storing area on the other side. Well, actually, I do miss a bit of place because there's a chair over here. But yeah, there's 2 places for outside storing. So the good thing about it, I always suggest to have a tent that is made for 1 more people. So actually I was alone, so I was 1. I did pick an Elixir 2 for 2 people. This way, I do have a 2 storage area on the outside, and I have place on the inside, if I just move my sleeping pad over there, you see I've got place over here. 2 people, tent for 2 people is very, very narrow. You're gonna have to squeeze yourself inside to make it fit. So always pick one with one more place than you will be in. And yeah, so I was able to put my bike pannier on the outside for the stuff that I will not use in the night. All my electronic stuff, my camera and those things were right here inside with the computer and everything. And I had even place for, you see this little chair over there? Instead of packing it for the night, because if I was leaving it outside, it would have been long gone with the wind. So I was able to just set it inside into one of the storage area. So that was quick, that was very efficient. That was amazing. Now, downsides. The collar. What I did realize is that we don't have the same collar available in North America and in Europe. So I believe that in both regions we have a red tent. The difference with the Europe one is that this part, instead of being red and gray, which do pop a lot when you try to hide, well, the European version is available in brown, which is a lot more easy to be discreet when you try to hide. So yeah, that is definitely a downside of the tent for the use that we made. We were doing stealth camping. Then, yeah. The pole. I mean, they are great quality one. You can build them very easily, but they should provide spare parts. There is repair kit. I do not suggest it. I did use it because at one point one of my pole break and my adventure partner had the repair kit. So the way the repair kit works is that it's a tube that you can come put over here. So what I had was a joint that was broken. So we put the tube over it and then you tape it. The thing is that when you do that for one night, I mean, it's fine. But when you keep traveling for a couple of weeks, you can't store your tent properly after that because you cannot deassemble the whole pole. So you have to deassemble the tape every time. And all they would need to provide is real pole. It's very easy to replace. The only thing you need to do is to go on this side, you remove that plastic part over here, and there's a cable inside, an elastic cable that you just remove. You remove the broken part, put the new one, put back the elastic cord, and make the knot at the end, and that's it. Thing is, not all the poles are the same. As you see, there's this one with the first attachment, and some of them have male part and female part, not the same. Some have double male, double female, or this one male, female. A couple of things like that, not all the same length and all those things. So if I'm not wrong, there is 5 different kind of tube. I don't think they sell it directly on their website or in any store. What I did make when I did come back is that I contact Cascad Design, the company, the head company of MSR, and I had a replacement part. And I was able to buy from them spare part. So for my next expedition, they don't give it. They are expensive for what this is. Definitely for the next expedition, I will leave with at least one spare part of every pole. Yeah, because it's easy to replace, and then you're fixed. Instead of having a replacement fixing system that is not enjoyable to use. Other down point, Cascad Design, the company. I was able to have that replacement part, but that was not easy. There was a lot of email exchange and a lot of delay between all of the response. It probably took me a month and a half or maybe 2 to solve this issue. And I have very bad experience yet with that company. I had a thermarest sleeping pad that I finally just put in the trash because they took 6 months to reply to my first email, and then when I reply, it takes again some delay. Then I receive a patch solution that was not working. I send them another email, they just never replied. So yeah, and with that seal line bag, which is also a Cascad Design, there was something with my zipper over here. It's a very, very minor thing, but I did email them and still no answer. 2 emails, no answer, and over 3, 4, maybe 6 months. No, 6 months. Yeah, it's been a while. So yeah, after sale service, very, very bad. Be careful about it. Then, the zip. The zip. Okay. I mean, the zip are great, but there's place for improvement. Let's try this. See, sometimes it doesn't go through. It's not that bad. It's just that it could be a bit better. And actually, you see, if I don't put my foot over here, see, that's the problem. To put my foot over here. I think I just realized that. Anyway, it's not that bad, but maybe there's a place for a bit of improvement. Is there another point? We already talked about the rain that can pass through while you set it up. And after sale service. Oh! Yeah, this bag, which is the storing bag, in which there's also, well, let's see that. Got the pin. Got the ground hook. So those are the ones that come with the tent. As you see, this one has bent a little bit, but still, they are great. They are great. You can buy separately those one that my adventure partner asked me to get for the adventure. Those one, but I never used them and I don't even know how to hook them. They are different, whatever. But the point I want to talk about is this bag. So this is the bag in which you can put the tent when you roll it back. And thing is, I told myself when I get the tent, is like, why is it so big? Because when you roll up the tent, even if you don't care too much, you do that quickly, there's a lot of free space. It's very, very easy to set set it back in. Which is great, but at the same time in the day, the tent can take more and more space because it de-tightened, and yeah. But what I made with that was actually a great thing. I was able to put my pillow, I was able to put my sleeping pad. Those two I will talk about it into another video. And what else? I was able to put the things I was using at night directly into the tent bag. So all of my sleeping stuff was in the MSR bag for the tent. So that's the use I made with it. But still, I think they could have made the bag smaller. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Well, it's not the most lightweight tent. It's not. But on bike, that was amazing. That was really amazing for a bike adventure. You don't care that much for the weight on your bike. But when you're on foot and you have to carry it on your back, that's another story. I would do some tests with some other tent if I was on a foot expedition. But that was not the case for this one. So yeah, that's my experience with the MSR Elixir 2. I hope the video was helpful. Take care, and I'll see you in another video. See ya.